Hey, we made it. We have reached what I hope is the final installment of the My Stubborn series. This whole thing was a complete accident. I did not think that I was going to do a full on episode by episode breakdown of the series. High key. I didn't even think it was going to be good enough for that. But, like, this is one of those series that's like, it's not giving like top of the line, but it's also not that bad. Like the plot is paper thin. Like that damn plot, she's barely there. She's there, but barely. Does it take a long time to get to like the meat and potatoes of said series? Absolutely. Does she get there eventually? A little bit. But these last three episodes, which is what we're going to talk about in this video, obviously, they definitely could have been one episode. We definitely could have condensed these three episodes into one nice, good episode. This particular series did not need 12 episodes. We could have cut it at a cute 10. High key, this series could have been 8 episodes and she would have been real cute, wrapped her up with a nice little bow. I feel like these last 3 episodes had a lot of filler, and I kind of feel that way about most of the episodes. I feel like I've said that in other videos that there was like a lot of, let me not say a lot of filler, but I feel like because the plot was so paper thin, I feel like a lot of stuff was spread out over the episodes, like unnecessarily, to like make it to reach the 12 episodes, basically to reach that 45 minutes, bare minimum 45 minutes and 12 episodes. A lot of conflict or obstacles or plot points, whatever, I feel like was stretched out so far in between these freaking episodes. Like, why did it take this long to find out what the fuck was going on with Pissword and P Penny? Granted, context clues would have let you know everything that had been going on. Like, it was clear that they were like friends with benefits or whatever. I mean, they could have been anything. They could have been a little bit more. We didn't really know. But the fact, why did it take this long to get to that? Like, why did it take this long to get to that? With Pitai and Pichamp, why there are 12 episodes? Why did we get their big obstacle in the last 3 episodes? Like, I just feel like that would have added like way more like depth to their whole storyline had we gotten like also more backstory on them. Like, okay, they're the side couple, but they got a lot of time in these last 3 episodes, and I feel like more like backstory on them would have been more interesting, and maybe I would have been like, even though I like them, maybe I would have been a bit more invested in their plot line had I gotten like a bit more info in the series. And if you don't know, no, I didn't read the novel. With some series, I just feel like if you're gonna make something if you're gonna make a novel into a show or a movie, I just feel like I shouldn't have to read the novel to know and understand what's going on in the series. You know, like, look at, like, I don't know, Hunger Games, Harry Potter. Those are the first 2 series that come to my mind because I feel like those are like obviously the most popular. You don't have to read the books to get what the hell is going on in Harry Potter and Hunger Games. So I just feel like I shouldn't have to read the novel to like fully understand what's going on in a series. Other than that, I think, the series, she was wrapped up nicely with episodes, what is this, 10, 11, and 12. Pisorn and Juen were on the outs. And then they made up in episode 10, so that was cute. And then episode 11, we had more of them kind of just navigating being in a relationship, kind of, sort of. And then obviously revealing their relationship to their family and their friends in episodes 11 and 12, and Juen thinking that his father just like would not know or understand like him being in a relationship, especially with Pisorn. That whole thing, that was like kind of cute how he kind of like went off on Pisorn and took his anger out on Pisorn because his dad just like knew. It's like, sir, you're literally his son. Why would he not know that you and this man are together? I do think that Juen is cute when he like freaks out over like anything, and it was cute when like his sister found out that they were together, and Pisorn's parents, well, his mom and his brother finding out that they were together. We love that kind of reaction. We love a supportive parent because we need more of that. We love a supportive parent, and we love a supportive sibling. We love a supportive family. We love supportive friends. We love that. Pitai and Pichamp's little conflict of the new hire dude wanting to be with Pichamp because dating guys was like trendy, and he thought that it would be cool if he could get Pichamp to fall for him. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. I was not a fan. Honestly, they didn't really need like an obstacle because we didn't even know too much about them to begin with. So I feel like they could have just been cute and fluffy and it would have been fine. Also, they were bumping and grinding quite a bit in these last 3 episodes. I think they were bumping and grinding in all 3 of the last 3 episodes. And I was like, whoa. The episode 12 being particularly like, what is with everybody being so freaked out at work? What are they putting in the coffee in this office? Because the fire escape twice in one day? That was crazy. I thought fire escapes, we used those to escape from fires. Because Pistorn, what do you mean? Oh, fire escapes. Do you know why people come here? I don't know. To escape fires? Why are we bumping and grinding? That fire escape, that fire escape had been seen and heard and felt way too much in one day. Has anyone checked on the fire escape? Overall, I feel like the series, she was cute. She was cute. Pisorn and Jwin, what are their names? Boat and Oat. First of all, I really like that their names are Boat and Oat. I like that. I don't know why, but it tickles my brain nicely. Boat and Oat. I like that. I like that. They had really good chemistry. I do hope that they get to do another series together because I would like to see like what they would give if they did like something else. Like maybe something more serious. Do I want to see them in something more serious? I think I want to see them in something more serious. I want to see them again. I did like them. Pitaya Champ, I don't recall what their names are in real life. My apologies. But y'all did a good job too. Y'all had really good chemistry. Honestly, all 4 of them had really good chemistry together and in their separate little couples. I enjoyed them. I liked them. The side characters, they were cute. Sometimes I felt like we were focused a little too much on the side office people, but they weren't really adding anything to the plot. So I felt like at times I was like, why are they on the screen this long? Why are we spending 5 minutes with these people? We know nothing about them. They should not be on my screen that long. But other than that, I enjoyed like the side characters. And what was his name? Was it Peepoot? Was that his name? Broke up with that girl. Was it PV? Y'all know who I'm talking about. In the beginning, when he was cheating on his girlfriend and she didn't trust him and she thought that him and Juen were dating her. I'm glad that they broke up because, babes, that was never going to work. Also, I feel like we spent a lot of time on P. Penny and P. June at the start of the series, and then they just like disappeared. Like, what what happened? Like, P Penny came back in, what was that? Was it episode 10 or 11 where she finally revealed to Jwin that her and Pissorn were like friends with benefits, and then Pissorn cut it off when he started messing with Jwin. And it's like, okay, cute, 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 cute. Number one, that could have been established way earlier. Two, okay, Pijun like called P Penny, and obviously like she left, whatever. So we are to assume that they are doing very well, but like we just never saw them again, and I don't appreciate that. Now, would I watch this series again? I don't know. Honestly, I could see myself completely forgetting that this series exists. So there's that. But like I feel like I it's definitely something that you could casually like watch, and you could totally finish this in like a weekend, a week. You could finish this fairly quickly. Especially if you're somebody that like skims through things that they don't really care about that much, you can get this done with the quickness. So if you like only want to focus on Pissorn and Pichamp, or just like what on Pissorn and Jwin, or Pichamp and Pitai, like you could very easily skip some things, and I promise you really won't miss anything, because there's, girl, you wouldn't miss nothing. You could skim through it and be good. But I'm thinking if I would rewatch this. I feel like if I have to think about it this hard, probably not. I feel like I could. You know what? It would be one of those things where I'm going to completely forget that this series exists, and then I'm either gonna see like a TikTok, or I'm gonna see something on YouTube. I'm gonna see something, and I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I remember this show. Or I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this show. I don't really remember how I felt about that. I should watch it again. I'm gonna pull one of those, because I tend to do that. Because I did that with Unforgotten Night. You know what? I'm gonna make a video about that series, because that that series was something. And that's a series that I watched it when it came out, like however many 2-3 years ago that show came out. And then I was like, wait, I feel like I remember this. And I okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't fully rewatch it. I like skimmed through like the first couple of episodes, and I was like, oh, right. I might have to rewatch that so I can make a video about it, because that that series is an experience. But yeah, overall, she was cute. The NC scenes in this series are jaw dropping. They are long as fuck. And the sounds and the things that be happening, jaw dropping, eyes wide, gasping for air. And I fear they high key overshadow the paper thin plot that we are working with. So I really feel like if we could have put like just a tinge more into like the plot and the characters, just a little bit, just a little bit, like the show could have definitely been better. But overall, I'm not mad at it. Like, I watched it, I made videos about it, and I do like Oat and Boat. But yeah, those are my very discombobulated thoughts about My Stubborn. We made it to the end. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.